Buddy. So just wanted to show you what the design of what I'm trying to build in Ranikhet. So let me show you first the inspiration behind the place. So I was just browsing on Pinterest and I came across this observation tower, and I was quite fascinated by it, and I wanted to make a replica of this. Um, but I had some minimum requirements. I wanted to have at least two bedrooms. And when me and my architect tried to fit in the bedrooms into the structure, we couldn't actually do anything about it. So, because the structure is quite narrow, and it's an observation tower, so it needs to be tall and it needs to be narrow. So, if we made the base wider, then it did not look like a tower anymore. It was looking more like a regular house. So we decided against it. And what we did was we came across a few other inspirations. So we came across um, this structure. Okay. So here, these two, uh, this right side is basically an addition to um, the main tower, and we thought that we could actually do something similar in this structure where the central tower is going to be this is going to be the central tower, but then because bedrooms we can't fit in there, so we thought of separating out the bedrooms into a separate structure, so similar to this. Yeah, so we thought of stacking one bedroom on top of the other, an extension to the tower. And then there was another reference image that I found, this one, right? So this one, I wanted to make this into another third bedroom, okay, with a terrace. So that was the concept. We kind of combined these three images together, if you may. This would be the center, this would be the stacked bedrooms, and this would be another bedroom with a balcony on top. So now I want to show you what we eventually came up with. So this is what we came up with. So as I was saying, this central tower is from that tower that I just showed you, the observation tower. And because we could not fit in bedrooms, so we made this separate structure. So one bedroom is stacked on top of the other, and there is a balcony on top. So, and on the right side you see another bedroom here, and the balcony is on top. Okay, so each of these three bedrooms is going to have an attached toilet. The entire central tower is going to be made out of stone, and the entire walls and everything are going to be made out of stone. And this one is going to be an observation deck, and I'm not sure what material I'm going to use to actually make this observation deck, because one of the things that I could use is aluminum, but aluminum, making the entire cabin out of aluminum in the hills could be a very expensive proposition. So I'm not sure about that. I could use mild steel, but my mild steel would obviously, rust, and Ranikhet has a lot of rain. So any of this structure on the right and on the glazing on the left and the observation deck, if I make it out of metal, as I said, aluminum is going to be expensive. Mild steel is going to be rust prone. Um, so one idea is that I could either use galvanized iron sections, and then paint those sections and make all these things, or otherwise I could make the entire cabin out of wood. Wood has its own challenges, so I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to execute it later, but something that's I'm working on at the moment. So what we've done so far in the house is we obviously have created a base for it. So base is almost ready now, and this stonework has just started. Okay, and with the stonework, obviously all the electrical conduits and plumbing work is going on parallel. So expectation is that we're gonna, after a month and a half, we'll have the first floor done, and then we'll cast a RCC slab. Okay, and then this another floor should take another month and a half or so, and then we're gonna reach the second floor. And this cabin is something that we're still working on how to actually manage this. But the stonework has started, and this is what the final output is. And let me show you a few other images of this space. So these two are going to be the bedrooms, and there is attached a toilet to it. And similarly, this one is another bedroom. It was originally planned to be a kitchen. I'm sorry, a dining area. And behind this, right here, was supposed to be the kitchen. But we decided against it. We're going to have an outhouse, and outhouse is going to be where the kitchen and the dining area is going to be. So inside this tower, we're going to have just 3 bedrooms, and the central tower, which is going to have just lounge. It's just going to be a recreation area, maybe a pool table later on, but a bar, a sitting lounge, just a common space. So this is a walkthrough of the space which my architect has created, but it's a little dated now because we've converted this particular section into a bedroom. Originally, it was planned as a dining area. So let me just walk you through it. It's a small little space. The entire structure is going to be less than 2,000 square feet. So when you enter, this is going to be a small little, lounge. Then this one is a bedroom, a small bedroom, and behind that door, that's the toilet. And on the other side, this was originally planned as a dining area, so there is no door right now in the renderings. But now we've converted this into a bedroom. It's going to have a bunk bed here. And this door on the left under the staircase is a powder toilet. Then you climb up, you reach another, sitting area, maybe a television room or something. And this is the second bedroom. And on the other side, we have a open to sky balcony. So every floor in the structure is going to have access to um, outdoor. So on the ground floor, obviously you can step out and you have access to the outdoor. On the first floor, you're given a balcony, and the second floor is just the observation deck. We're probably going to have a bar here, and this also is attached to a balcony. So we have access to outdoor space from the ground floor, the first floor, and the second floor. So this overall is the plan that we're trying to execute. The overall time for completion of this project is about a year. We have already done the hard work, so all the foundation work is already complete. Now the stonework is starting. But we're trying to do the stonework the traditional way. It's not, we're not cladding it with stone. We're just making the entire walls with, heavy pieces of stone. And that construction process I'm going to show you as we go along.